Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
bad deals,
Cars that break down!
thieves,
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker.
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed.
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass.
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass.
Bring your tray.
Bring your title.
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her.
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing.
That's right.
Challenge pissing.
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait.
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off.
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off.
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check.
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell.
Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest.
And exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed.
Okay, so I didn't time that perfectly, but hello. About 40 minutes from launch of Funny Rocket.
Clouds closely,
Yeah.
but not tracking any technical issues on the vehicle. Today's objectives.
Hi, hello, hello everyone,
On the
hi.
last several launches, we're planning to deploy Starlink simulator satellites and fly a whole range of experiments during Starship's re-entry, really trying to test the limits of its heat shield, the flaps, learn as much as possible
Yeah,
as we build.
we need more funny ads.
We're looking to do a controlled descent, targeted soft
It's very
splashdown into the Indian
comical,
Ocean,
very
and
silly.
hopefully seeing Starship on the other side of the planet today.
Hello,
Regardless
hi.
of the outcome, the goal is to collect as much data as humanly possible. That'll get us all the bit. We're just getting closer and closer.
How's the audio?
to fully
How's
operational
audio,
Starship.
by the way? Just want to make sure I'm not fumbling.
Well, and I just gonna enter this.
Yippee! Hooray!
Add a little flavor.
Yeah, right now we're counting down, but we're about to launch the largest
Little quiet?
object
Alright.
ever made.
Let me
But this isn't on the radar
up it
for
a little
everybody,
bit.
and we know that, so we want to kind of take a beat, pull back, do a little bit of Starship 101. To do that, I've got some special guests crashing the webcast today. Joining me now in Star Factory.
Oh
is
god, oh ew.
Bill
Oh.
Riley.
Alright, oh god,
Thanks for
oh
being here,
no.
guys. I know we got
Oh.
a rocket about to get off the pad, but let's start people off like high level. Like, why are we here? What the hell are we doing here?
Well, I don't know about everybody, but I'm here to try to build into the future that I imagined and dreamed of as a child.
Oh
where
no.
starships
Oh.
and people are out among
Oh,
the stars
no.
exploring the universe.
Yeah. So the why.
Okay, just mute every time he speaks. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, he made the company where all the people that he doesn't pay enough made the big thing. Made the big thing that explodes a lot. Wow. Amazing. Awesome. Ugh. I'm sorry, I didn't realize he'd be here. Sorry.
Been coming
Yeah,
that entire
he's no
time.
longer speaking.
and
We can.
seeing
It's
the
fine
site
now.
evolve from a double wide trailer and a tent where we built Starhopper to the first suborbital test flights, and now
Wow,
we
my
have
model
behind
is
us
so
two
delayed
towers
when
for
I
the
speak.
first time. As we build towards the first operational flight from the second
Or
tower
it just
at the
doesn't
end of this
register
year,
it. Yeah.
and this beautiful building, 1,000,000 square feet, where we're able to work towards a production line of starships.
Yeah.
And now I mute again. Yeah, but he hasn't appeared on many launch streams, is the thing. Like, you expect him when he's, you know, doing his, like, presentations on the same things for the last decade, but not on the launch streams. Wow. So how's you guys' day been? How's everything been? It's dead silent because we have to make sure that not hear the man speak. I need a new coffee. I'm so glad you guys can't hear this. Hmm. Well,
Going for their, or was yeah, on Sunday, going for their Sunday stroll, and they were greeted by Starship going down. And I think that from the very beginning, the thing about Starship different than Falcon and other rockets that I'm aware of is we designed it to be mass-produced and mass-produced at scale. And it's not about building one Starship and getting to orbit once. It's about doing it in a sustained and rapid way.
Yeah, we're aiming for ultimately thousands of
oh
ships
wait,
to be
whoops.
built per year.
Yep. Yap, yap, yap. Oh, we got 30 minutes of this guy. Oh, God. Yap, yap, yap. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. On snore. Me, 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 snore. Me, 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 me. At least it looks cool. Some nice B-roll that they got going. Yeah, boost is fueling up. Ship's fueling up. Hooray, hooray. True. Unstoppable Force, Thunderfoot, hate watching Starship versus Immovable Object, Musk yapping about Starship. True. Real and true. Ugh. Hooray. Yes, Tori Bruno must decide. He will be there. He'll be the one.
We tell people, like, come down, see it. It's hard to get, like, a sense of scale of just how massive this thing is.
Wow.
And we were able to catch somebody working on it a little while ago. And, like, part of the reason you said we're sending millions of tons,
That's kind of why this
When
thing
I
is
think
as
in this
massive as
image,
it
Dan, you
is.
can actually see the person working at the bottom of the ship, and as we zoom out, you see the full ship, that sort of
This
two-tone
thing's
silver and black,
fucking
and then the booster
huge.
below it, right? And it really
Oh,
sets the scale,
big
which doesn't come
big
across,
ship.
I think, other than in person. And
Oh,
when I do tours, I like to say Starship is real, Starship is big, and Starship is really big. And I think you can see there, and with the factory shots you saw earlier, again, we got Flight 10 on the pad, but we got many more behind it.
Yeah, so there's, I posted a video yesterday of just
oh,
a
whoops. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I hate this man. Please stop speaking. uh, just one more lane. Just one more lane. Just one more lane on the highway. Yeah, it's ugh. Ugh. Just one more lane on the highway. That'll fix everything. Ooh. Ooh. Waiter, waiter. More highway. Waiter, waiter. Just one more lane. There's no way to sugarcoat this. True. Georgia has like a 14-lane highway. Jesus. Just one more. Just one more. And then traffic will be fixed forever. I need... Wow. I need him to stop speaking because it's awkwardly silent here. Oh my god. Just more lanes. Always need more lanes. Okay, with minus 30 minutes, we might... It's probably launching today. The weather is very bad at the moment. They have like a 50-50 on it. But they have launched in worse. So, like, hopefully it launches today. Because I need a new bit for the start of my stream. I can't use the fuck you Baltimore video again. Please, please stop speaking. Please. Oh. To catch. Oh, that's a nice shot. Okay, I gotta admit, that's a nice shot. Oh yeah, true. That'd be cool. Yeah, I remember, like, which launch was it? Was it launch, like, 3 or something? It was one of the early launches where that happened. And it was cool to watch the clouds part from the hot, hot exhaust. Sorry. It's very early. And by very early, I mean 11:30 a.m. Please, please stop speaking. Please. Please.
I think about it,
Yay.
the jet drives up to the jetway, the people get off, new people get on, and it leaves. You don't want to land the jet on a different airfield and then tow it over to the jetway. So it's just operationally simpler and faster.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success with
Yay.
the booster, 3 for 3 on the catch attempts when we bring it back. We've reflown one, so awesome. And then, again, Starship superpowers, the whole thing is reusable. So ship reusability is like what we're working on right now. We've been able to get some really spectacular re-entries on a couple of
Hooray.
flights, hoping to get this one for re-entry on the V2 ship. But yeah, that
Yeah,
fully reusable heat shield,
none
that thing that has just
of
never
the
been
ships
done
have
before.
worked.
That's one of the
V2
things
ships
we're
have
really
worked so
looking for
far.
data on.
I
Yeah, I mean,
really,
there are thousands
something
of
really
engineering
funny
challenges
could
that
happen
remain,
today.
for
Oh yeah,
both the ship and the booster.
this shot is awful. I hate it. Oh whoa, that was a cool shot. SpaceX has incredible camera work. I'll give them that. They know how to do cameras. He has the power to take any meme or joke about space exploration and automatically make it unfunny. True. Real and true. This absolute dweeb ruining every joke we have. That one image that's like, great, now you made it unfunny. Oh god, I forgot that they're gonna do this at some point. Probably next year. Maybe. It's, well. Whoa, SN15 footage. Oh, it's been so long. I missed you. I hope SN15's doing well in the Rocket Garden. I hope nothing bad has ever happened to her.
You can see
Yeah.
it here in the Rocket Garden if you visit Starbase.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rocket Garden.
Oh god. It keeps catching me off guard. I miss my wife tails. I miss SN15. Gone but not forgotten.
Usability is key. There's some other technologies we're still looking to prove out. Really big one is going to be
Please
the
go
on-orbit
away.
refilling. Looking to do
Please.
that next year, and that's really what's going to kind
Nothing
of
ever
unlock,
happens.
Starship
True.
going everywhere else, going everywhere beyond Earth, and that's something that's again never been done before, kind of like that
Oh,
reusable
is
orbital
new.
heat shield, but it's going to be something that
yeah.
that's kind
it's
of some of the other secret sauce to
refueling
Starship, where
animation.
we're going to be
Yippee.
able to send hundreds of tons per ship to Mars.
Yeah, I like to think of it as if we get to orbit with a full cargo bay, but we're empty on fuel and
Oh, they have
oxygen.
actual
So
plans for
basically,
it now.
we're running on fumes.
And
Then
by
we
that
send
I
other
mean they
ships to
have
dock and
models
transfer
of the
propellant.
hardware.
And now we made our two-stage rocket look like a
That'd be
many,
cool.
many multi-stage rocket.
But
And we get
like,
all of that performance. And we can take that full
next year,
cargo bay
maybe?
now wherever we want to go.
God,
Yeah,
this,
so
this year has been an
a
absolute
crucial
train
technology
wreck.
that we hope
This-
to demonstrate
But,
next
ew.
year is this
This year's been an absolute train wreck for Starship. Yuri! Starship Yuri, yippee! I love Starship Yuri. They kissed. Yippee. They love each other. Hooray! Love. Hot eyes. Love. Yap, yap, yap. I want to watch the rocket explode. How's everything going in terms of in terms of weather? Okay, so the weather's looking interesting. So they might launch. They're probably gonna launch. They're probably gonna go for it anyway because they had to scrub yesterday, and today's their like only backup day, I think. And if they don't launch today, then they're gonna have to wait like at least a couple weeks, and I don't think they want to do that. Um, yap, yap, yap. Talking about Mars. I like Mars, but I don't get it. I don't see the appeal. I'm gonna be honest, Chad. I don't see the appeal. Destroy all bruh. Next day is the Note 10 tomorrow. Oh, okay. So there is launch chances. Okay, so there are other launch opportunities, so they can scrub today and not be doomed for weeks. I thought it was just yesterday and today. Okay, that's good. That's good. Ooh, coming up on 20 minutes, yippee.
Flight time. So I
And
really do
keep
see
rem-
Starship as
keep
being
remember to
this thing that can
unmute
connect us,
whenever
just
he's
like
not
Starlink
speaking.
connects our information. This can connect us more physically.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's very goo. Very goo. Ew. Get off my screen. Go away. Go away. Boo. Throws tomatoes. Throws tomatoes. Throws tomatoes.
Sign me up for that, please. All right, cool.
Cross the Atlantic in 10 minutes.
Ew. Oh, they're talking about point to point. That's interesting. I thought they gave up on that. Oh. Oh, they might go away. They're gonna go away. Yes, they're gonna leave. Yay. Point to point. It's so funny. It is such a funny idea. They're never gonna do it, but it's so funny conceptually. Anyway, he's gone. Hooray. Oh, engine chill. Okay, good. So yeah. God damn. So we might actually be going today. We might actually be doing it.
All right, that was sweet. Let's turn our attention back to the rocket. So just checking in, we
God,
are about 19
the
minutes
fog-
and change
the fog
away
is
from
here.
liftoff. As I said right at the top, weather is going to be our primary concern. We were tracking some anvil clouds. We're hopefully clearing that
Anvil
in the range
clouds.
soon. We are not
Meteorologists
currently
give
tracking
clouds
any
very funny
hardware
names.
blockers to launch, but we'll
Anvil
continue to
clouds.
follow along. If anyone was following along yesterday, we actually didn't even get into our webcast as we had a leak
Oh,
on one of the hoses feeding the liquid oxygen into the ship through its quick disconnect. We were able to replace that this morning. Team did an incredible job, got us into an attempt
yeah.
today. All right, Joining me now for
Yeah.
the rest of the day is Amanda Lee. Hi, Amanda.
Yay!
Thanks, Dan. I'm super excited to be
Woohoo.
here. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah, a whole bunch has happened to get us to today's flight, our 10th flight test.
Yeah.
Let's look
And will
back at
clouds produce
Starship's 9th flight
thunderstorms, but it's
test in
'cause they
May
look
that did
like
end with a
anvils.
rapid unscheduled
That's about what I
disassembly on the
expected.
ship and the booster.
They got the anvil
Flight 9
shape
marked
to
the
them.
first reflight of a super heavy booster. We saw
Yippee!
successful
Hooray!
stage separation and the first ever deterministic flip, which gives us extra performance. The reused booster was flown at a much higher angle of attack to push the envelope on capabilities, which ended up causing some internal structural failure, eventually leading to
I'm so
a rapid
sleepy.
unscheduled disassembly at landing burn.
Yeah, ship
I'm so
continued its
sleepy.
ascent. We did
Sleepy
see pressure
bee.
drop in its main fuel tank and
Yippee,
rise in the
yippee.
nose cone. We just had a camera view. We actually caught the failure on camera in the fuel pressurization system. Ship was able to complete its ascent, though, achieved its planned velocity, and
yeah,
second
this.
stage engine cut off.
The hell
After
tunnel.
that, though, we did run into some issues with attitude control, which led us to skipping the payload deploy and Raptor relay demos. Starship eventually re-entered the atmosphere in an
The
off-nominal
footage on
attitude,
screen
and
versus what they're
communication was
describing.
lost
We had a
approximately
little,
46
we had a
minutes
little bit
into
of
the
an
flight test
issue.
during entry, but of course not before one heck
And then
of
it's
a light
the
show.
video is
That booster
Starship
rud was
going
caused
through
by higher
hell.
than predicted forces on its structure, specifically that internal fuel transfer tube, as we were doing a higher angle of attack experiment. To fix that for remaining flights with this version of the booster, including the one behind us, we're just going to lower that angle of attack. We're relaxing those forces, and that minimizes the likelihood of
Suboptimal.
structural failure.
And over on the
Starship
ship
could
side,
do
we
something
redesigned
really
the part
funny
of the fuel
today.
pressurization system that failed on Flight 9,
It's
put
in-
it through a more
we
rigorous
observed
test campaign,
we observed
and
the
after
ship
subjecting
doing
it to
something a
flight-like
little
stresses,
silly,
it did
doing
successfully
something a
run
little
for more than
weird.
10 times the expected service life with no damage, so great test results
A
there.
little.
Our
It's the
goal is
phrase
always to make it
with
through all
the
of the objectives we set,
Omega
but any
booster that
result that teaches
exploded.
us more about Starship
We
performing
observed the
in the
nozzle
real-world
doing something a
environment
little
helps us to make
strange.
those targeted iterations and improve quickly.
Yeah, that's how SpaceX developed our first rocket, Falcon 1. That's the same philosophy we used to develop Falcon 9, which has passed
Wahoo.
100 flights just this year and 500 flights overall.
Yeah, incredible milestone for Falcon, and again, the way they got there was to launch, learn, and repeat.
All right, so that wasn't the only thing that happened while getting ready for Flight 10. If you followed along, Ship 36, which was originally supposed to fly on Flight 10, experienced a major
Talk about
anomaly
the Ship
during a
36
static fire
explosion.
test at our Massey's test site. It was in the process of loading all of its cryogenic propellant to do a 6-engine static fire when we had a sudden energetic event that resulted in the complete loss of the Starship.
A sudden
and we damaged the
energetic
immediate
event.
area surrounding the stand out there at Massey's.
Yeah.
The most likely root cause was identified as undetectable or under-screen damage to a composite overwrapped pressure vessel, or COPV, in Starship's payload bay section. To address this probable cause, we're operating the COPVs on Starship at a lower pressure and also implemented additional proofs and inspection methods.
Meanwhile, though, keep our launch schedule up, got to keep testing. The team was able to pivot and use the launch pad, the one we're on today, to do ship static fire tests. It was the first time we've ever done that. Doing that retrofit was
God,
the
this.
fastest path to get back to launch. Team was able to
They
engineer a
broke
solution where we
the-
used a
they broke
transport
the
ring
OLM
to
a little
mount the
bit,
ship,
trying to get
routed
this
a
to
whole bunch of
work.
extra hoses and everything to load propellants. They knocked that out in just a matter of weeks, where we had 2 static fires on the orbital mount.
Yeah, very impressive turnaround there, getting to these static fires. These static fires gave us the data we needed to progress to launch and are a
This
prime
is so
example of
silly.
our engineer and
It's so
technician teams
stupid looking.
working to build creative
It's
solutions
so-
to keep us charging forward to eventually bring Starship online.
This is
And
so stupid looking.
Even
I'm
while
sorry.
doing all of this, we were in
Why
the
is it
process
there?
of rebuilding the test
Put 'em
stand out
back.
at Massey's to get ready for
Please.
the next generation of Starship version 3. So
So they built the ring.
Right now,
and
though,
then
we
started
are
bringing
still
it out
on
to the
track.
OLM.
we're looking
No,
about 14
no,
minutes away.
wait,
Again, our T0 is at 6:59 p.m. Central. While we still have a couple of moments, though, let's toss it over to Chris, who's getting ready to watch the launch
Oh
out
god,
in California.
oh,
How's it going,
Tesla
Chris?
ad. Oh, it's the Tesla cafes.
Hey, Dan and Amanda, it's going
Please hold
great,
this
and
screen.
welcome
No.
everyone to the
Uh,
Tesla
the-
Diner here in
All right. I wish I had some kind of funny thing to put on screen over this ad. Yeah. Oh, ew, go away. I'm not gonna call you what I want to call you because that's rude, but I'm considering it. There's no way to sugarcoat this.
Are definitely
Okay,
ready for a
good. It's
Starship
over.
launch here in Hawthorne.
Ugh.
Hi everyone, my name is Tyler
I have to
Lionquist, and I'm a
regularly
Starlink
mute the
business
stream
analyst here at SpaceX. Starlink is
because of all
SpaceX's
the
low Earth orbit
cringe
high-speed
ads
internet that's bringing
and
connectivity
Elon
to places where you
mentions.
least expect it, including in space. For today's mission, Starship is outfitted with 4 Starlink terminals, allowing us to get live views of ship while in orbit and all the way down to
I
splashdown in
like
the
the
Indian
Starlink
Ocean.
ad play.
Starlink satellites are built in Redmond, Washington, and that's also where we
I'm
monitor
fine
the
with
health
this.
of our entire constellation. So let's take a quick look for more on Redmond.
Wow, we're just going everywhere now.
What a lot of people might not realize when they think about the scale that we're operating is that actually 2/3 of the operational satellites in orbit are Starlink satellites.
Yeah, I know.
And the
I
bulk
know.
of those
There's a
Starlink
lot of
satellites
them.
came from right here in Redmond.
Wow, we're just getting footage of inside a satellite manufacturing factory. This is...
We've currently got a constellation
Wow.
of over 8,000 satellites that are flying around in orbit. So they're working together to fill out the whole surface of the Earth, make sure everywhere can have service. So we have these laser links that are connected between the satellites, so each satellite can pass data
Yeah,
from one to the
they got
other.
a pump
That is
full
what
of
allows
ads.
us to have these hundreds of
Yeah, the-
gigabit links between satellites, and that's what allows us to connect every
I
corner
love
of the Earth to
ITAR
high-quality,
violations. Let's
high-speed,
violate
low-latency
ITAR
internet.
together.
When you think about that Starlink that you have at home, the technology that's in there,
Yeah,
and
the
that's in
Starlink
your
that I have
antenna,
at home,
is
I
very
have one of
similar
those.
to the antenna that's on the satellite. We use what are called phased array antennas, which is a fancy way of describing an antenna that's made up of many little antennas that work together in order to direct their energy to a specific spot on the ground without a motor.
I will say, I find this stuff fascinating. I like satellites, if you couldn't tell by the fact that, you know, what I want to be doing with my life. This part's cool as hell,
SpaceX, we iterate very fast, and we have learned how to build satellites at the 70 sats a week rate. As we have focused a lot on production
cool.
rate, we
Very
have not
demure.
forgotten about our satellite reliability, which is critical to our mission.
Oh yeah.
If you look
Oh
at the
yeah.
whole world and you ask, where is
Ion
the satellite
engine, my
industry? It's
beloved.
right here in the USA, in Redmond, where the vast majority of satellites being built are being built right here. Starlink is a truly game-changing technology, and it's all supported by the global satellite constellation from this space here in Redmond. And we're really just getting started at the very beginning of what we want to do with Starlink.
Very awesome. It's such a small...
Now, as we mentioned
It's
earlier
a
in the
small
show, one of
factory for
today's
such a
objectives is
massive...
for SHIP to deploy Starlink simulator satellites that represent the advanced V3 satellites Starship will be launching in the future. And as you can see here, once Starship reaches a nominal orbit, the payload door will slowly begin to open to prepare for deployment. The Starlink satellites will be dispatched relatively quickly, one at a time, very much like a Pez dispenser. They'll be
Yeah, Pez
situated
dispenser.
in one long stack, taking up as little space as possible, allowing for an efficient deployment sequence. And once a set of Starlinks is deployed,
SpaceX
the
tweet
next set
promoting
advances and
Starlink.
deploys until they are all drifting away from
That
Starship
doesn't
to prepare
surprise
for their
me.
on-orbit life. Each Starlink V3 launch on Starship is planned to add 60 terabits per second of capacity
just one
to
more
the Starlink
try at
network.
deploying
That's
test
more than 20
Starlinks. Just
times the
one more
capacity
try.
added with every
Surely
V2
it'll
mini
work
launch
this
on
time.
Falcon 9. So we're talking about a massive increase in performance all around, which will
Surely it'll
ultimately
work
enable
this
Starlink
time.
to serve as the communications backbone of the missions to the moon and to Mars. But for now, we're going to turn it back over to the team at Starbase. Hey, Dan and Amanda.
Hey, thanks, Taylor. So, quick update for
Oh,
everybody. So, weather's
no.
still the main thing that we're watching. We are currently red on the range.
hoping to clear that anvil rule any moment now. That's really the
Just
only
one
thing
more
blocking
ship
us
on
at the
beach.
moment.
Just one
Vehicle's
more.
good, pads ready to go. All of our
Just
checkouts have
one
been
more
really
ship.
smooth today
Surely
after
it'll
that
work this
repair
time.
work that we did this morning
Just
after
another
we had to
V2
report out
launch.
yesterday.
It'll
So
work this time.
we're
We just
looking
need
at the weather. That's
more
the thing we're really
patchwork,
paying
and
attention
then
to
it'll
right now.
work. I pinky
Meanwhile, prop
promise.
load is still ongoing. We started loading
Also, the
prop at
range is
about
red,
T-minus
so
53 minutes.
something silly
beginning
is
with
probably
ship
gonna
fuel,
happen
ship
today.
blocks, booster fuel, and finally booster locks
Okay.
began loading at about
I'll see you
T-minus
tomorrow.
35. We'll continue loading prop until just about 3 minutes before liftoff, and ship will conclude first, and then 30 seconds later, booster will finish up.
Yeah, so bottom line, we're looking great in the vehicle. We're looking really good on the range. We're just really watching that weather. So we're still waiting to hear that that's clear. That's the only thing that could potentially stop us today.
Something malicious is brewing.
Okay, now let's talk about Mars,
Several
since everything we do is part of our foundational
Mars,
mission to get to the Red Planet. Each Starship launch is to learn more and more about what's needed to make life multiplanetary and to improve ship to the
Every time I
point
see
where
the
it's
top
eventually
of a
taking
V2,
millions of people to
think
Mars.
about that
That's right.
one
We're
that,
looking
like
at
a
head
bowl
to
cut.
begin sending the first Starships to
This
Mars
man a
next
haircut.
year. These initial
Who's
ones are going to
this
go without
man's
humans.
barber?
They're just going to put minimally viable landers on the
Okay,
surface,
go
land
away,
right on
bro.
the skirt,
Go
no
away.
legs. This will just help prove we can actually get to Mars, focus on learning just as much as humanly
They have,
possible,
either they
demonstrating
have
what's
clearly
needed for
zero
Mars
plans for
transit
how to
and
land
the
them on
ultimate
Mars,
landing.
considering that's just the...
Then
oh,
during
never mind,
our next
there's
window
landing
from
legs.
2028 to 2029, we'll attempt to land the initial infrastructure and start delivering more
Never
equipment
mind.
while evaluating
Never
available
listen to me.
resources on the planet. And we'll also have
There's
Optimus
Randus
on
of
board for the
legs.
ride, designed to do the initial heavy lifting.
Beyond that, by 2030, 2031,
Oh my
as
God.
these windows open up roughly every 26
It's
months, we'll
exhausting.
continue to increase the amount of payload we're sending on each ship
It
as
is
we're building out
exhausting
more
being a
infrastructure,
spaceflight fan.
mining resources, generating propellant for ships to come back from Mars. By 2033, we want to double the amount of payload per ship as we just get closer and closer to building a self-sustaining presence on the Red Planet.
Yeah, very exciting missions ahead,
Yeah.
and these first missions to Mars are going to be
I'm
crucial
losing
to
it. I'm
setting up
crashing out.
what we'll
I'm
need for
crashing
humans
out,
to
chat.
eventually inhabit the
I'm
planet,
gonna explode.
and we won't be
I'm
doing this
crashing
alone.
out.
The Italian Space Agency and SpaceX recently signed a first-of-its-kind agreement to carry Italian experiments on the first Starship missions to deliver customer payloads to Mars. These payloads will
Shitification of
include a plant
SpaceX is
growth
going to make me
experiment,
very
a
sad.
weather monitoring station,
True.
and a radiation sensor to gather scientific data during Starship's approximately 6-month interplanetary coast phase from Earth to Mars and also on the Martian surface.
It's a really exciting vision. To make it happen, we're going to
Okay,
need
we're
to
almost
launch
5 minutes
a whole
out
lot more.
from,
We're going to need a whole lot of people
a
that are
40
going to come
minute,
and help
40
us
second
build this.
hold
So it makes it really
for
fun for
an
me
hour
to come to work.
before
I know
scrubbing
you build
for the
these
day.
things. It's got to be
100%.
fun for you.
It's like
Yep,
longer as the
very
window.
exciting.
All right.
Looks like we're about 5 minutes from Starship's 10th flight test.
I just said that.
Range is still looking good. Still have an eye on the weather at the moment. And prop load is also continuing on both stages of Starship.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up real quick. So we are just, we're almost closed out on the booster. We're about 90% on fuel, about 90% on LOX, just a bit below. So again, we're going to continue filling for about
Alright,
the
so
next
yeah,
2
we've got
minutes.
about
Once we're
31
completely done
minutes
with that,
of
we
holding
have about
time
11 million pounds of liquid propellant
before
on board those 2 stages of Starship.
something
So
silly happens.
a lot of propellant to move really big rockets really fast away from South Texas. So once we get close, all of our ground systems will prepare themselves. They do what's called pushbacks. They'll clear out all of those feed lines, push back into the prop farm, and just prepare the area around it. We're doing our final guidance and navigation checks right now. The automated flight safety system is about to get armed. We're just really preparing the vehicle to get ready to go. I'm not sure if we passed it already, but we do a final thrust vector control checkout. The TVC will wiggle the engines that we use to actually steer the rocket itself. Everybody's favorite topic, if we need to hold. That hold would come at T-minus 40 seconds. We can hold if we're still waiting for the weather to clear, which is our big item today,
crazy.
or if any
I
other
don't
last
understand
minute
the T-minus
issues
40
pop up.
second
We'll
hold.
only hold there if we have an issue. Still waiting to hear confirmation that the weather has cleared. That's the only
that's a
thing
nice angle.
it looks like
Ooh,
would
yeah.
hold us today.
I
There's
like
the
this
business side
camera.
of the
I
Super
like
Heavy.
the sacrificial camera.
Now, once we pass that T-minus 40 second mark that
Directly in
Dan
the
was talking
plume
about, a
of
number
those
of
two
events are going
engines
to
up
occur
there.
in rapid succession. The ground spin and ignition systems come up to flight pressure, and ship will switch over to
They
internal
will
power.
hold the launch, but
After
no
that,
one
the
will
quick
hold
disconnect
me.
arm lockout is
Oh,
removed in preparation for
man.
retraction, which occurs shortly after T0. And once we pass that
Someone will
T-minus
hold
40
you,
second
I'm
mark,
sure.
we do still have the
Just ask
ability to then
Murphy.
recycle the count under certain conditions back to T-minus 40 seconds and hold there to assess what happened,
Tee-hee.
and if we can proceed again back to liftoff.
Oh,
Yeah, we hope that doesn't happen, but it has previously. I promise not to
hey,
psych
3
anybody
minutes,
this time.
yippee.
We do have some kind of points of no return. Once the water starts
True.
flowing out of that flame
Truth
deflector under the
nuke,
launch mount,
truth
that happens
apocalypse.
just a little after
Super
T-minus 10
truth
seconds.
nova.
If that triggers and then we hit a hold, that would be a scrub for the day. We have to refill the water tanks, can't turn it off, got to refill prop, all that stuff. So that's kind of the major watch item. You'll see a big splash under the launch mount, and if we see that go and then you hear a hold, that would
fog.
mean that we're done for the
Yo,
day.
the fog.
But
The fog
not-
of liquid methane. Of gaseous methane. I know it's just vapor, but it's funny to call it methane.
And yeah, I didn't disappear. Sorry, everybody listening in as the flight director for
The
today is
fog
going
is
through some
coming.
of the
The
final
fog is
checks. We are
coming.
still red on the range for weather. We are closing out prop load right now, though.
Yeah, as we
Yeah.
wait and hear what's going on, we can just quickly review some of the test objectives for today. On the booster side, we're of course hoping for all 33 of those Raptor engines to power our ascent ahead of hot staging. And once that stage separation occurs, booster will perform that directional flip before the boost back burn. One of the interesting experiments we're doing today is upon our landing burn, which typically ends with those 3 center engines lit. We're going to be intentionally shutting one of those off and instead lighting one from the middle 10 ring. And this is just to kind of give us an idea of what it would look like if we ever had an engine out scenario.
Yeah, using our time to really push the envelope.
Ooh. Gimbal test.
And so
Hooray.
at this point, we are fully closed out on our prop load.
Never mind, gimbal test is over.
Coming up on a minute and 20, we are still red on the range for weather. So at this rate, looking likely we will hold at T-minus 40 to see if we can clear that anvil cloud roll. That's the one blocker we currently have to a launch today.
Oh, the time is gone. Alright. Well. Oh no, there it is. They moved it back down. Okay. About 10 seconds away from hold
Alright,
for
we
30 minutes.
Did just get confirmation, so we are expecting to hold at T-minus 40. We are still red on the range for weather. So look for the clock to pause in just a couple seconds. And pause. So we'll hang out here for a couple of minutes. We do have until the end of the window. We won't have 30 minutes of hold time to hang out, as we can't, we're essentially not replenishing prop on the vehicle at this point. So we have to keep a close eye on things like temperatures inside the tanks. We can only hold for so many minutes before things start to warm up. Surprise, it's hot in South Texas. So
Yeah, while we're holding here at T-minus 40 seconds, we reviewed our test objectives for booster, but why don't we chat ship for a second? After stage separation, ship will continue onwards up through its ascent to the planned suborbital trajectory. Once it reaches there, we'll undergo SECO, or where the second stage shuts off its engines. We're hoping to deploy 8 dummy satellites today, which are modeled after Starlink V3. We're also planning to attempt
but I
a
think
in-orbit
through
burn, so we'll relight one
the
of
sheer
those
amount of
Raptor
times it
engines
hasn't
while in
worked, it's
space,
probably going
and
to
that will
work
occur
today.
ahead
They're
of
probably going to
re-entry,
make it.
where we'll also
It would
be
be
testing
very
multiple
funny if it
experiments,
didn't.
including missing tiles, metallic tiles, and intentionally loading those vehicles' flaps. And then hopefully we'll conclude today's test flight with a soft splash down in the Indian Ocean.
yeah, definitely want to see a ship on the other side of the planet today. We did just get a quick update, so the range is fully green.
Oh, yay.
Weather is
Hooray.
still red.
Oh,
so
never
we're
mind.
still tracking a detached anvil rule, which essentially there's an anvil cloud that's too
No.
close to our launch site, and it needs to move further away. Until it moves further away, we can't lift off. So we are expecting an
Very
update
funny if
in
they
a
had the
couple of
script today.
seconds, potentially.
Yeah.
Again, we can hang out here for
It'd be
several
very
minutes.
silly, very funny.
We're not actively
Tee hee, ha ha.
replenishing prop. And getting an update
Hey.
now.
Aw. I heard ranged green and I was like, yay, forgetting that weather is a different thing from range.
And we're getting a weather update right now.
Oh. Oh,
And teams looking at it. Again, we're just tracking this anvil rule still. It's our only blocker today. Range is green, vehicle is green. Weather is currently red.
Oh. Pretty
All right,
please.
and sad voice coming in. We did just hear that we are still going to be red. So at this point, we are essentially transitioning this to be a wet dress. So wet dress is when we fully load prop on board the rocket. So we are going to see the clock probably start up again. But once they get down to 10 seconds, they're going to abort out, and then we will be done for the day.
Okay, so it's a scrub.
Sad news, not going to launch today.
Yeah.
Weather got in our way, but you can
Blah,
only
blah,
control
blah,
so
blah.
much. Can't always control the weather. Can't control the weather. I wish we could control the weather. We're not there yet.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Wouldn't that be
Oh my
nice?
God, yeah,
So
the
we
weather
are seeing
looks
the clock
awful.
rolling, but again, we're going to get down to T-minus 10 seconds,
All right,
and we're going
well,
to see that kick back out, and then we're
we
going to
get to
start
do this
offloading
again.
all of the propellant that's on board the
Yippee.
rocket today. So if you are just tuning in,
Heartbreak. True.
yeah, it's not going. There it goes. Back to T-minus 40. So again, we essentially turned today into a wet dress. So today still ended up being a test.
Still learning something as always.
Yeah, still learning something. We were able to fix the issue that kind of bit us yesterday, where we had a leaky hose that was
I
feeding
mean, this
liquid
is
oxygen
tomorrow.
into the ship.
It can blow up tomorrow.
But we were able to fix that, but weather got us today. So no
It's
launch
just,
today. We do have a
rolling
phenomenal
thunderstorms.
logistics team, though, so we should hopefully be able to replenish
Not
prop everything. We
thunderstorms,
don't have
but
to refill all
almost
the water tanks
thunderstorms.
because we didn't fire off the
It'll
deflector,
explode tomorrow.
but we'll have
hot.
to reload the prop. So very good chance that we can try again tomorrow. We'll obviously update everybody online. And yeah, man, sorry we couldn't go today. Don't worry, we'll probably go tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay, so
thank you
maybe
all
not
for
even
joining us
tomorrow.
today, and
Maybe
we
a couple
hope to
days
see
from
you
now.
when we do.
That'd be good. I can make
go
more
for launch.
funny jokes.
So obviously follow our account on X at SpaceX. We'll share information as soon as it comes available. We'll also be updating the web at spacex.com. So thanks for joining us today. Exciting countdown. Weren't able to get off the ground, but we'll give it another shot tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
Well. The joys of being a spaceflight fan. Spending, how long is it? Successfully wasted 50 minutes. That's fine. It's, oh, wow, that was quick. It ended so fast. Alright, well. Very eventful. So much happened today. I used that fuck you Baltimore video for nothing. So much happened. Very eventful. We had a wonderful time. Well, in that case, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Or in a couple days, probably. Because I think the weather's still kind of bad for the next couple days, from what I've heard. So, see y'all then. Wahoo!